But this is Ardith Walker. Ardith has been connected to me since Purple Pear 1, I would say.
Yes, absolutely, when you first began, yes.
Okay, and Ardith has been a cheerleader, a supporter, a friend.
A pair employee, even.
Yes.
Part-time pair employee.
Part-time Purple Pear employee. and I've watched Ardith evolve and morph and become more of who she is. And that's been so interesting because, you got to give the old elevator speech about who we are. Well, her elevator speech was something like, I teach social studies to the 5th and 7th graders in Ramsey, New Jersey. That would have been it, right? Okay, that's what I've done in life. Except that once Ardith put that down, even as you were putting it down, as I remember, her real training began, is what I would say. And the real training has moved Ardith toward further and further expansion for herself and for others. Because what Ardith has become, I say an angel reader, but really an angel translator, interpreter, message bringer from the angel kingdom. Now, some of you can say, bah, humbug on angels. Have a good time. This show is not for you. Because I've seen them in Living Technicolor, and I know you have too. So they're just a different kingdom. But because we're so densified here, we can't see them any longer. Children can see them, and animals can see them, which is why children and animals like the beamer. They can't see the energy, but they can feel it. So Ardith does angel consultations all over the world. So you need to reach out to her at times. She does this long distance. If you're in the Northeast area, you're going to find her. But now I'm going to say, Ardith, you get to say hello and give some information about phone numbers and things, because it's important.
All right. Hello, I am Ardith. My name is Ardith Walker. And Elaine has played a key part in my life. I am so delighted to be here today. I am always delighted to be in Elaine's presence. And she certainly has been a mentor and just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful being in my life. As Elaine said, I used to be a teacher, and now I really am teaching people, connecting people with the angelic realm, which is a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful thing. And really, I feel it is my mission to empower people by connecting them with these wonderful, beautiful beings who would love to collaborate with us. They're not here to fix us. They're not here to do our work for us, but they are certainly here to help us have a life of peace and hope and joy and work with us to achieve that for ourselves. They also, I am blessed by them allowing me to let you know the name of your personal guardian angel. And our guardian is with us since birth. And I have no idea what anyone's guardian angel's name is, but if I'm working with someone, they will at that point share that person's guardian angel name. Not that we have to know the name of our guardian angel. They are there with us anyway. But it is nice to know. I work with people personally. I live in Morris Township, New Jersey, if you live in that area. Otherwise, yes, I can also work with people over the phone.
And your phone number?
And my phone number is, my cell phone number is 201-316-5101. That's 201-316-5101. And that's how you could get in touch with me. But it's just been a wonderful, wonderful journey. connecting with these angelic beings and working with them and seeing the difference they can make in other people's lives.
Artist, could you give us a little? Well, first I have to tell you, I'm sitting across from a being that, if I didn't know she was a human being, she's so ethereal. She actually has become to look like an angel. It's a remarkable thing. This is a being where her skin is transparent. She's transparent. And transparency means she's authentic. She's truthful. So there's no malarkey here. Trust me, if there were malarkey, she wouldn't be on my radio show. I got that news for you. But it's very, to me, especially on a day like today, I've been working very hard up here to feel someone's presence that is so light. It lifts me up, and that's what artists' work does. So, artists, could you maybe recall something that occurred for someone in one of your consultations that could maybe lift or help someone today?
Just recently, I don't know if this will be of help for a specific person today. I just recently saw a woman about 2 weeks ago, and years ago, she and her husband, I used to do angel readings at a bookstore. I had a room in a bookstore, and the two of them had come. And you don't frequently in this kind of work, usually you see more women than men. But this was a couple who came together, which sometimes they would. And the man came into the room first, which usually the woman would be there, and the men would have maybe come along. But this man came in, and he was just a lovely man and very, very open and just lovely, lovely person. And he and his wife had known each other since childhood. And he happened to say to me, I fell in love with her in the 3rd grade, which was such a beautiful thing. And that was maybe around 7 years ago. And then about a year and a half ago, I received a phone call, and these people did not live, they weren't that close. They were in the vicinity, but probably about an hour away. And got a phone call, and the woman told me that her husband had become ill. And they had found my phone number, and she said she loved seeing you, and he loves angels, and he really would like to come and, where are you? He would like to come and see you. And they came to my home, and, he was not in good physical shape, but he felt so good when he left there. And she called me about 3 weeks ago to let me know that he had passed away. And she said, I really, I don't know if I need a reading or whatever, but I would like to see you. And I said, you don't need a reading, but you need comfort, so just come. And she came over with her sister, and it was just so interesting. One of the comments, she said, I told him last night, we're going to see artists tomorrow. And in my room where I do my readings, it's a meditation room for me, and I have a reclining chair in the corner, and over that is a huge picture that someone had given me years ago. And it's a picture, not that it matters what religion we are, certainly, but this is a picture, and I forget the name of it. It's called The Road to somewhere, but it's Jesus and 2 disciples, and it's when Jesus has arisen, and he's talking to these 2 disciples. And so she came in the room with her sister, and they sat down, and I left the room for a moment to get some water or something, and I came back, and she said, I just have a confirmation already. She said, someone sent me a mass card, and inside they enclosed a photo, and it's the painting you have on the wall. Mm-hmm. And she said, I have that propped up alongside his picture at home. And she texted me the picture the next day of her husband, and there was that exact.
How beautiful
so
is
she
that?
said there's a confirmation already.
Okay.
And it was really, it was just a lovely, lovely thing. To know that, and to know that we are still connected, and the angels help us, with that too. That we still have a connection with those on the other side also.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm not sure anymore even what the heck the other side is.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in the other side.
Right, yes.
We just can't see it.
That veil is so thin.
Yes, it's so thin now.
It's these terms that we use.
Yes,
So.
yep, it's the terminology, but as Ardith is pointing out, it's a point of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And heavenly days, we need comfort. I have to share a little story that Ardith told me when she came in here that I thought, oh, come on, America. Could you just hear this story and get back to the graciousness of it? On this past Sunday, I had my first talk up here in New Jersey since my return, and it was really to teach about prosperity and all prosperities, as well as the prosperity of good health. So I introduced everybody to the Beamer, and Ardith was so gracious. And I don't think you're really a cook. I have never considered you a cook.
No, just sporadically, and more baking than whatever. But no, I am not.
Okay.
No.
So when she tried,
my main interest in food is eating it.
Okay, I thought that's what was true about her. But mind you, she's pencil thin and lovely, so she's not eating that much of it. So she comes in with an apple crisp that looks absolutely heavenly to feed all these dear people that had come to my talk. And so at the end, everybody's taking back what they brought, and there's a little bit left, so she brings it back, and where she's staying in a magical, she's a conjurer. She conjured up a carriage house. Now, in the pocket of New Jersey where she lives, I have to tell you, this is like Alice in Wonderland. And it's beautiful. It's park-like. I've been there. You want to whisper. But it just so happened that folks that own this magical place live in, of course, the manor house in front of this beautiful cottage. And I gather they were there for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they're not always there, but they were.
Yeah. So, you see, here's where Ardith and I differ. Ardith decided she would share the remains of this lovely apple crisp. I would have been thinking, oh, there's some left. I will stuff that thing down without any problem. So at any rate, the exchange was made, and she gave the offering, and apparently they were so enchanted by this apple crisp arriving on their doorstep. And so the next day or so, Ardith hears a knock on her door. The owner of the manor house,
the teenage son,
okay, comes with baking dish, immaculate, cleaned within an inch of its life, with a thank you note, probably handwritten.
Absolutely.
And a bouquet of sunflowers. Now, I wouldn't even say to that. I was raised that way, that you don't give a dish back without something in it, some little token of gratitude. In our day and age, here where we are, you're lucky you ever see your dish again, number one. The idea of a thank you note is, who has time to write a thank you note? And then to have the love of awareness and expression to put a flower. Are you kidding me? And I loved her story. And I think I did wake up a little sad today because I loved the story, and then I felt yet again very sad for us here. Like, what's happened that we can't stop running to write a little note. It didn't have to be a flower. It could have been a Tootsie Roll. Do something. Go in your cupboard and stick something on it. I don't know. And unfortunately, none of you can call in today because I'm remote, so I get to blab the whole time. And if you could be bursting at the seams to say something, hold it for either that or call me off the air. But what was your sense when they returned the dish that way?
I was very surprised. Oh my gosh, my goodness! He has flowers in his hand, and he said, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry that I'm knocking on the door so late. It was about 8 o'clock at night, and I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "This is absolutely lovely." I said, "You didn't have to do this."
Now I will
It was
say,
delicious. I said, "Thank you so much. This really